Hey guys, this is Magamo, and today we're checking out. No, wait, hold up. Hey, you beautiful fuckers, how you all doing? No, hold up, damn. What's good, YouTube? Life of Rio here. No, god damn it. Hold on, I'm gonna get it in a minute. I'm gonna get it down in a sec. Swazdala, you beautiful animals, how the hell are ya? There he is! Anyway, before we get into anything, we are going to be talking about the Jovian Concord, the newest update to Warframe, in just a second. But before we get into that, I have a little mission to complete. So, in case anybody wants to bully somebody, our mod on our Discord server, hooligan dick pains, Julian Big Chains put me up to this, so bully him if anybody wants to. I'll just conveniently take a nap when you do so. We held a little, or rather he held a little contest for some fan art-ish stuff to celebrate my recent partnership with Warframe, and the winner happens to be Mimi. What's up, Mims? This is her wonderful art that she created. It was supposed to be a pun kind of thing. The idea was to just kind of piss me off because everybody likes, or everybody knows that I really hate Xcal, but really like Maggie. So the most creative, the best idea, the best, the most beautiful art that was created won something. So she didn't want a prize, so I was stuck up to actually do this in a video. I'm just saying. Did I say too much? Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'll totally edit that out later. Wink, wink. Anyway. So yesterday, Warframe updated us and graced us with the presence of the Jovian Concord update. Now, this is not going to be the usual kind of video where I'm just going to, I don't know, run down all of the goddamn update notes. You can do that your damn self. I'm just rather going to go ahead and mention what is new for those of you who haven't been paying attention and add my 2 pennies. So, overall, it's a good update. It's not bad, that's for damn sure. Gas City got reworked, that is the nodes on Jupiter. Looks really nice. You probably saw this on some dev streams, and actually being in there in-game, it's nice, and it does have some serious parkour requirements over there. So if you're not down with bullet jumping and you're still playing Warframe like it's CSGO, it might have a bit of an issue, but it's really nice, and it feels really cool. You got some new enemies up in there as well that are all also pretty cool. It's just some weird freaky combination between Aled V's perversion shits where he just likes to get down and jiggy with some kind of abominations with Saintians. That's his new fetish now, so whatever. But looking kinda cool. We also got a new game mode that you guys may have heard of, which is Disruption. Now, I've only played 1 round of Disruption so far, just to get a feel for it. A lot of people thought that it was going to be much like a mobile defense, and it kinda is, but it also kinda isn't. You see, what you gotta do is you go into the mission and you can grab 4 things that you stick into 4 other things, and then you defend that thing from a specific enemy trying to destroy the thing you're trying to protect. If the enemy succeeds, you lose. Well, you lose that thing, at least. If you kill the enemy and the thing remains safe, well, then you essentially win that round and you can progress to the next one. The mission is endless, so you can do it forever, and that is kind of the requirement that you have to do for the clan event thingy, where you will get some kind of Vandals. I don't even remember which ones it was. I think I heard rumors of Glaxion. Hell yeah! But okay, whatever. That's not juicy, that's not that interesting, you've probably heard of it. We also got a new boss fight, and this is where I think it gets a little bit more interesting. The Flydalon, aka Rope Lollycyst, I don't fucking know. I've seen so many different ways of people spelling this and making jokes out of it. I don't know what it is, but the damn flying Eidolon, okay? The Flydalon. Gotta say, boss fight ain't bad, honestly. It's not just a copy-paste type of enemy where they're like a bullet sponge or where they have like stupid, ridiculous damage and vulnerabilities. This enemy does have that, just not severely. I'm not going to spoil how to defeat him, but you gotta use the environment, I'm gonna put it like that. Overall, it's kind of an interesting boss fight. It's kind of cool. There are some mini cinematics in there that just adds into the whole flair. It really feels like a boss, and it plays like a boss too, but in a decent way. Not like, let's say, Sargus Ruck, where you just, I don't know, goof around until he decides to open his weak spot, and then you one-shot the weak spot, and then you goof around somewhere. No, it's not much like that at all. It really feels like a decent boss fight. It's not bad, it's not shabby at all. I enjoy it, kind of. Probably not going to enjoy it anymore after I've done it 100 times for farming purposes, but whatever. This is also, from what I heard, where Wisp drops. So, yeah. You're gonna have to kill him quite a few times. Speaking of Wisp, I can already hear the other people going, meh, 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 Wisp is a bad frame, she's so shitty, meh, meh. To be honest, when I saw Wisp shown on the dev stream, I thought to myself, weird. These abilities don't make any sense, and they do not go very well with the overall theme of Wisp. Wisp to me looking like some kind of a freaking necromancer or something, somehow wields the power of the sun. What? And then she drops strange floating cabbages that gives you some sort of buffs? Nani? But, after actually getting her, coloring her the way I feel it was right, and getting to know her a little bit, I've already found a bit of a strange build that I'm pretty sure nobody else thought about, right? It's it's a little outrageous. It's kind of like the thing that I did with Garuda, where everybody's like, the fuck are you doing, mate? But it works fine. I haven't used it on high level yet, so we'll see how it fares there, but I can tell you this. Is Wisp the most powerful Warframe that does the most damage? No. Does she have the best crowd control that you can imagine in-game? No. Is she the tankiest Warframe in the game? Hell no. None of those things. She does all of those things decently, but the most important thing is, Wisp is the most fun Warframe to play that we've had in a while now. This is my personal opinion. You're allowed to hate her anyway, okay? I'm just saying, alright? Don't make me call Life of Rio and have him come over here and pass around a few slaps, alright? Wisp is a really fun frame, and I really can't wait to do a How to Not Be Shit Wisp for you guys. I'm not going to go through any of her abilities in detail or anything like that, because we are going to have a How to Not Be Shit Wisp video that I'm probably going to squeeze in before the other one, or the other two that were voted by my patrons and whatnot. Because she's just that fun, and I really am kind of excited to get that build out there for you guys to get your hands on and have some fun with her as well. So yeah, that's my 2 pennies on Wisp. She's definitely a really good frame. She can do everything. Other frames can do all of those things a little bit better. Sure, fair enough, but she's really fun. On top of that, her animations and everything, I was a little bit worried about her whole gliding thing and all that, and how that would work out, and her movement overall, how that would actually work out in game. It's actually really smooth, and a lot of her casting animations are they're just on point, and they feel so good. Honestly, very satisfying Warframe. Gotta say, thumbs up on that for the E. And no, they didn't pay me to say that, alright? Just to make that clear. This is my opinion, goddammit. If she were shit, I'd tell you that she's shit. She ain't though. She's really nice, well-rounded Warframe, very enjoyable. Then we got some weapons to go along with all of that shit. We got this George Fullman grill style rifle, which is Wisp's signature weapon. It's essentially a shotgun. It's essentially a shotgun and an assault rifle in one. It has a full auto mode that feels very much like a, I don't know, Synapse had a baby with a catch moon kind of thing. So it fires very rapidly. It's super accurate. The damage is pretty decent, not gonna lie. I really enjoy this gun. When you flip the switch, you can go over into the alt fire, which fires a single shot, much like Arca Plasmor, but it feels more like a catch moon. Very quick projectile, and it just yeets everything. Everything to oblivion. It's very satisfying. An interesting thing about this weapon is it does not have any ammo. Well, of course it has ammo, but it's more like a charge, so it charges up over time. So the moment you stop shooting, give it a second and it'll start charging up. And it charges up very fast too. It's kind of nice not to have to be tied to some kind of a reload animation if you don't wanna. That's pretty cool. Alright, Then we got the Komodosaurus Rex sniper rifle. It's a Sanchin styled big fucking gun. This sniper rifle fires very much like the Lanka. It doesn't have a charge, but it does have projectile flight speed. And the interesting thing is, if you go on full zoom with this thing, usually sniper rifles will increase their critical damage or their critical chance or whatever. This one increases that too, but also will increase the like an explosion radius. So if you're on max zoom in and you fire at an enemy and hit them, the projectile will actually explode. You remember the good old days when people used to say that the Tankor was the best sniper rifle, like as a meme? Well, this is that. This is as close as it gets, and you actually don't kill yourself. Whoop-de-doo! That's pretty neat. I don't like sniper rifles in particular. I don't like using sniper rifles in Warframe because I don't really feel like they are all that viable. They're good, they're powerful, but it's like, close quarters and whatnot, not really my thing. But I do very much appreciate this rifle for looking kind of freaky, but cool at the same time, and, well, packing a decent punch. I still think that a Rubico is better, but I'm gonna test that a little bit more. And then we got the Cyanide Excreter. This is a sidearm that is very, very freaky as well. Also has a alt fire. It fires darts, kind of like the Hystrix does, but like it's just a blob of darts, and when you hit an enemy, they kind of, or when you hit a surface for that matter, they seek out enemies nearby. It's really, really freaky. It deals mainly gas damage and impact damage, so Corpus really aren't going to like that. And the alt fire just discharges the entire thing and adds slash damage into the mix. I have been playing with this weapon quite a bit. Do have a pretty decent build for it. I'm going to play with it a little bit more though. It's not a bad weapon. I don't think I'm going to be using it on a daily though, however. So that's pretty much all that we got in terms of new items, new equipment, yada yada. None of these things are bad. Keep in mind, this is my 2 cents on the matter. None of these things are bad. They're all pretty decent. We also got the much awaited Nyx Deluxe skin, which looks pretty freaking badass. Haven't even played with it yet though, but I have seen a couple run around. It looks pretty good. The customization on that bitch is wonderful, not gonna lie. We got a whole bunch of new mod sets that I'm not going to get into. Y'all can read that your damn self. I do not want to do a rundown of those. A lot of the UI in Warframe also got a nice little overhaul, a little touch up. Everything's a little bit more concise. There's a lot more information to be found in the market or generally in the UIs, the relic system, yada yada yada, all of these things. They really did a nice job with it. It's just way more easy for you to wrap your brain around. You have to do a lot less clicking and just hovering across something that is clearly shown to show you some information that you're looking for, rather than have to click all over the place, not find the info, and then open up a browser and go into the wiki or whatever. So overall, really, really nice change, really helps out a lot. I think that new players especially will not appreciate this because they don't know any better, but I think this is definitely a nice quality of life change for players overall, because it just makes everything so much more concise and easier to find. Same thing with syndicates. All those things got the nice little facelift, and I think that they're working out pretty damn nice. We also got an additional UI customization theme going, which is Corpus themed. It's pretty damn nice, honestly. It's really, really sexy. We got some weapon changes. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad or horrible. The Zenith was touched. Also, nothing bad, nothing horrible. Don't even worry about it. But one thing that I do want to mention when it comes to weapons, and this was a surprise, at least it was to me, is that the gun spear weapons got a couple of changes. Some of them were buffed, or most of them were kind of buffed. I'm not going to go into that though either. I'm just pointing it out so that you know that all of the spear weapons, or pretty much all of them I think, got a touch up. They're pretty decent too. They're more usable, more user-friendly. Things like faster callback times, much faster callback times, a wider range of effect, and yada yada yada. So you're gonna want to go ahead and grab the Javeloc, Ferox, and Scourge and play around with them and see how you feel about them, because all three of them should be a lot better than they were before. And another thing that I think is important to point out, because I know that a lot of you mofos don't bother reading this shit, so I'm gonna tell you, alright? if you do an Eidolon hunt now, you actually get Ostron standing. Whoop, whoop, what's up? So if you do one Eidolon, or rather, more accurately, if you do the Terrorist, right, the single first Eidolon that spawns hunt, successfully, you will get 1,000 Ostron standing. And if you do all three of them, the Terrorist, the Ganchulist, and the Hydralist, you will get 5,000 Ostron standing. Hey, it's not the world, alright, but it's something. You know what I mean? I think that that's really good that they added something like that in there, because it really alleviates from the painful grinding of standing overall. I think that they should implement some more of this shit throughout the entire game, just to give more options, you know? Because one person might not want to hunt Eidolons, one person might be perfectly content with going fishing for hours and selling the fish for standing. The next person is going to hate that, like me, cough cough, and would rather just kill something with more effort and get a little more standing out of it in one go, right? So overall, really good direction. I'm really hoping that DE, based off of all of the all of the ass whoopings DE has gotten in the recent couple of months and towards the last half of last year and whatnot, I really hope that they kind of wake up and smell the coffee, and they kind of go towards a direction where they add many more quality of life things much more frequently and whatnot, and just kind of back away from this big next update and let us wait for months and months with absolutely nothing to do. Now, from what I can tell, it looks like that is actually starting to happen. It does seem like something has clicked with them. It does seem like they're trying to steer back to a compromise where they don't let us wait too long for new stuff and just drop it in smaller batches. So, overall, I have nothing to complain about so far over this update. Everything is nice. It's good that it's there. The weapons are neat, they sound fucking amazing, I really like that. Wisp is an amazing frame. I'm kind of worried she's probably going to get nerfed in some way. Not because she's too powerful, but just because, I don't know. There are some things there where I'm like, I could see a nerf coming there, so just be weary, alright? Just be weary. Before you sink 3, 4, 5, 6 Forma into her, like I'm probably gonna do, and waste that because she gets nerfed in some way, just hold off for a second, alright? Just hold off for a second. Give it a week or two and let her settle. So overall, decent update. This was my 2 pennies on it. I hope you guys have fun doing that. Good luck with all of your clan shit, and hope that you score really high, of course lower than our clan, but whatever. And I'm very likely going to be streaming all weekend for this shit, so if you don't know that I stream, I don't know what to tell you. You're blind as a bat, alright? Scroll down into the description, click on the goddamn Twitch link, and you'll find me over there. Yes, with real voice. You think I'm gonna use the Cephalon Robo voice on a stream? Hell no. Nah! What kind of fool do you take me for? Well, I mean, never mind. Don't worry about that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut the hell up. This video has been far too long already. I'm sorry if this was not something that was interesting to you. Regardless, there you have it. It's done. Have a nice day, take care of yourself, and peace the fuck out.